Hi, welcome to Homeschool-ology. If you're new here, I'm Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4 who likes to talk about all things secular homeschooling, motherhood, and family travel. We're a family who likes to travel. We're a large family with small kids and who travel despite all that. And we like to share with you guys our adventures and our tips and tricks for making that fun and exciting, and just do it. Get out, travel with your kids. I promise the benefits well outweigh the struggles, and it is worth every second. Just do it. Get in that car and drive, guys. This country is worth seeing. So today's video is the last video in this very long series that I've been doing for you guys, and it is the last stop that we made before we headed back home, and that stop is in Louisiana near New Orleans, and so I'm going to share that with you guys today. And don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, ring that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. It helps a ton for me to know what content you guys like. Like, do you still want to see these videos of our family travels and adventures that we do, or is that something you aren't as interested in? Like, I'd like to know. Tell me, comment down below. Subscribe and like this video if you do want to see more of it. And so, yeah, let's jump into the video. Like I said, this is our last video in this series. If you want to see like a full recap of everything that we did, I have a video here, and of course I'll link the videos down below of the adventures that we had. We did Colorado, national parks in Utah, we hit San Antonio on the way back, and now I'm going to talk about our adventures in New Orleans, Louisiana, and then we headed back home to Florida where we live. So in Louisiana, we had a little bit of a change of plans. If you've been watching my videos, you know Zion was a bit of a bust for us. It wasn't exactly what we thought it was going to be for a family. Not saying it's not beautiful, not saying it's not worth seeing, because in my opinion, every national park in this country is worth seeing. It just wasn't the right fit for our family. We are a large family with young children, and it just wasn't the right fit. Wasn't exactly what I would suggest for a family with small children or a large family. So anyways, all that being said, we kind of had to like readjust our travel home because we decided to head back a day early. So we kind of readjusted our plans, readjusted how long it was going to take us to get from one town to another. And so our plan was originally to stay the night in New Orleans. We decided to stop short of New Orleans. A, it was cheaper, and B, I had done some research and found like a plantation that we could go see that was supposed to be really kid friendly, and my kids love seeing old homes like that and learning about, like, you know, times like that. If you don't know, we travel to Savannah often for my husband's work, and we just are in love with that town and the history there. And so I thought my kids would really enjoy seeing a plantation, and I wasn't wrong. We did really enjoy it. It was hot, like super hot, like uber hot, like and that's my daughter in the other room. Hot. It was so hot, and of course it was Louisiana, close to the bayou, so it was also super muggy, which made the hot way worse. I think temperatures in San Antonio when we were there were hotter, but then the temperatures in Louisiana, but we were not having a fun time as far as we were all just walking puddles of sweat. Like, it was just really hot, and so that was a little bit hard. Also, the time frame, like when we got the tickets, like I kind of didn't do a good job planning like food wise, so they were a little bit hungry too, and so all of that kind of made it like not as fun as it could have been, but they still, despite all that, still really enjoyed it. The house, of course, was gorgeous, and the area was gorgeous because they are. So it was, I highly suggest going. Just maybe don't go in June or July or August for that matter. Maybe schedule this trip for not the middle of the summer, because it was very hot, but we did enjoy it so much. So where we ended up was Oak Alley Plantation, which is just outside of New Orleans, and it actually was, so there was like a family of It's been a while, so I'm gonna try to remember this best I can. It was a family of many children, and then like all the children kind of like split up and married, you know, different people and got different, you know, and so the brother-in-law of the man who owned this home was the wealthiest plantation owner in Louisiana, and so all of the family members, brother-in-laws and brothers in this family, were very involved in Louisiana's political society and all of that stuff. So this was a very prominent home in Louisiana, or in the Louisiana, New Orleans area. It is quite a bit of a ways outside of the city, as you know, and today's standards, it's not that far. It was like less than an hour. But back then, that was far. That wasn't a short drive, you know. That was a good day's worth of travel, you know, or at least a half day's worth of travel. It was really neat to learn about the history of this family, specifically the history of this plantation. This plantation is where they filmed Interview with a Vampire, which was like one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid, and so that was really fun to kind of see, you know, the place where that was made. And so it just was an excellent museum. The school there in Louisiana was tasked with like recreating the slave quarters, and they did an excellent job. It was very realistic, you know, like told the real story. It didn't try to sugarcoat things at all. It told what really happened, how things really were, and I appreciated that very much. It was very well done, and I would totally go back here again. Not in the summer. So yes, it was gorgeous. It was wonderful. So I'm going to share that with you here.
Your dreams are about to come true with me. I'll tell you right now.
We went on over into New Orleans. I have my high school best friend lives in New Orleans, so we got to eat lunch with her and visit with her for a little bit before we headed in the car. I had only actually been to New Orleans one other time, like in New Orleans. Like we've driven through a bunch obviously, but we've only actually gone into New Orleans one other time, and I was literally 9 months pregnant with my oldest daughter. She's about to turn 12. And we waited in line at Cafe Du Monde to get beignets for a good solid like 45 minutes before my party changed their minds and decided it wasn't worth the wait. And that was probably one of the meanest things they've ever done to me because I was 9 months pregnant and I really wanted them, and I'd stood there in the heat for 45 minutes and I still didn't get to have them. So this time I was having my beignets. We chose to go to the Cafe du Monde that was in the park there rather than trying to go downtown. We did drive the kids through the downtown area so they could like see the things, but we didn't get out of the car. Like we said, it was very hot, and you know, traffic and all that stuff. So and we were trying to make it home. So we chose to go to the one that's inside the park instead, because we figured the lines would not be as long. We were right. We walked right in. We hit it just right though, because right after we got ours and sat down, there ended up being a busload of, you know, tourists that came in. So we were really glad we got it when we got it.
Baby, it's a baby soup.
She has the baby soup on.
Yes.
Yeah. Are they going swimming?
Yes. Let's go outside.
Oh, really?
I'd like to my swimming friend.
Okay. We did go to the one and I finally got them and they were delicious and wonderful and the kids super enjoyed that stop, which was basically our last stop. After that, we just headed home. We ended up home that night after we left there, and so it was just, we had a really good fun time. We want to go back to New Orleans when it's not so hot and do some more plantations in that area and learn a little bit more about that history. We were gonna stay, you know, visit with my friend more because we didn't get to see her as long as we wished we could have. And so, yeah, so we'll be going back for sure. But it was a really good day. Happy. That is all I have for you guys for this video. As you can see, things are starting to go awry here, so I'm gonna have to end this video here. And I will insert videos and pictures somewhere in here. You might have already seen them already, but somewhere in here I'm going to insert videos and pictures of our adventures. And that is all I'm going to share with you guys today. That is the end of our vacation, summer vacation series. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, found anything valuable. We had the best time. We did not want to come home. It was so fun. So I hope it has inspired you guys to get out and see this country. Go ahead and take those road trips with your kids. I promise the benefits well outweigh the, you know, little bit of hardships that there sometimes can be on a road trip. It is worth it. Get out, see this country, take your kids, go enjoy your family time together. It is, you will just thank me later, okay? So as you probably can hear, I have a melting down child. So I'm going to have to sign off, and I will talk to you guys again real soon. Bye.